Greetings, world. Welcome to the Neo series, New Expansions Outspoken. In today's episode, we're going to talk about knowing those who came before you will give you the strength to give to those who come after you. I've noticed in the West, many people of various demographics, African American, Caucasian, Asian, Hispanic. If you know where you're coming from, you already have a foundation of power. No matter what cultural group you are from, if you know your ancestors, if you know history, you have strength. And this is why I have compassion for many African Americans, because people ask me where I'm from. I say Jamaican, Ivorian. I can go back a few generations. I have stories. I have information. But when I speak to some African Americans, they say Virginia, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Louisiana, so on and so forth. And I feel compassion because I say to myself, wow, imagine the lived experience you would have thinking you only go back to Virginia. Yes, they say, oh yeah, we're all from Africa, cool. But if you don't have the nitty-gritty specific details, you're moving with a bit of blindness. That's why the moral of today's message is learning your ancestral line and where you come from. Learning your history and knowing your past is powerful. I'll share some things on my side. So, mother's side is Jamaican. Father's side is from my father's side is from Ivory Coast. And I got stories from the elders about my lineage. So on my mother's side, we have a man by the name of Charlie Satchwell. My great-grandfather, he was a businessman and a herbalist in Jamaica. He has, and we still have the land in our name, over 100 acres of land. And they said he had healing abilities. You know how these stories go. They say you give one person medicine, and 3 generations you have healing powers. But hey, it may be true. I'm going on it. And that he had the ability to bend steel. I'm saying, wow, these are the lineage of people that I come from before me. And then on my father's side, we have Makani Badoso and Ngwase Doso. My father said that Ngwase Doso was a well-renowned man in his town where his conviction was so strong. He had that much conviction that if he said, I'm going to help you, even if it hurt him, he's going to keep his word. I'm like, once I get knowledge of those who came before me, even 3 generations back, I'm like, yo, the strength in my line, the strength that passed down through seed and egg to make me and my little sister too. I gotta give gratitude. So the moral of today's message is, get whatever information you can get of your ancestors. Whatever information you can get from your ancestors, because it's helpful, it's beneficial. And if you want to take it one step further, learn the local language. I'm in that position where Jamaica, obviously English, but for Ivory Coast it's Malinke. And I'm saying, wow, imagine, I think in English because it's my first language, but imagine I spoke Malinke, had my thoughts in Malinke, how my mind, how my whole worldview would change just from learning that single language. So, this short episode is speaking about the importance of knowing your ancestral line and the power it gives you now. Because now knowing those things about my family, when I move forward, I won't let any people speak to me a certain type of way. What? You know what line I come from? It is not a braggadocious, prideful, arrogant thing, no. But I understand that the tree that I have sprouted from is a mighty tree. I'm not going to deny that. If the tree I come from is a mighty tree, I will respect the mightiness of that tree. And if you don't want to respect that, cool, you're entitled to not. But I'm entitled to leave you alone. If you enjoyed the wisdom of today's episode, comment down below any thoughts. Bless up.